What's up, guys? You know what? Welcome to Friday Night Live. We might have a little bit of audio trouble here because I am testing out a new rig. But, we're going to make do. We also have a potential small issue. Khalil's power has been going out on and off all day. So we're going to try and make this work. We're going to try and get through it and, hope we have no issues. But there could be a chance that we lose them. But, yeah, guys, you know the drill. Welcome to Friday Night Live. What's going on, man?
What's going on, bro? How's it going?
Oh, that was cutting it a little bit close there, I think.
Yeah?
Man. I put my phone down somewhere and I was rushing around and then turned around to try and grab it to message you and had to spend the next hour looking for it.
Oh, shit. You found it now, or?
Oh, yeah. No, I got it. I put it down beside my tortoise tank, and it, fell in behind.
Okay.
So I was running around my apartment tearing stuff apart because I had no other means to message you.
Yeah.
So
as long as you have it now and it's not broken.
Yeah, I'm not complaining, man. I'm not complaining. Yeah. So how have you been other than your fancy weather up there?
Good, man. Can't complain. Yeah, it was super nice yesterday. It was 19, sunny. I barbecued. But today woke up, heavy rains. It's 60 or 70 millimeters of rain and winds and stuff. And yeah, I did actually. I made 3 whole chickens yesterday.
Oh, damn. That's awesome.
Yeah, but that's it. So yeah, apart from that, everything's good, man. Can't complain. Weather's clearing up and getting ready for summer. Gyms reopened up today over here in Montreal. They reopened. We still have a curfew, but it's getting there.
Yeah, that's good. They gave us a brief glimpse of freedom, and then they told us we're going back into lockdown on Monday. So
shit, you guys. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen to us for sure then.
Fuck, I was so bummed, but it is what it is. I mean, it's just become normal now. I don't know. How's the audio coming through for you and everybody listening? How's everybody hearing me on your end? I can kind of tinker with this a little more, but
yeah, it's good with me. What what did you get? You got a new setup or?
Yeah, so I got it's just like a podcast package. Just came with headphones and this mic. My mom actually got it for me for Christmas, and my lazy ass hasn't set it up yet.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so I bought a soundboard, and now we got it going. So
nice.
Yeah, man, I really like it. I just gotta fucking learn this thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Everybody can hear me clear? Perfect. Okay, Khalil, since the last time we had you on, you didn't really have a whole lot of time to talk about yourself because, we had a couple other guys on here with us. So for anybody here that doesn't know who you are, is there anything you want to say? You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I mean, do basic introduction. My name is Khalil. I co-own 514 Reptiles with my brother. I do all the work, though. I'm fully involved in it more than him. And yeah, we're located in Montreal, Canada, but we ship usually worldwide. But right now, because of what's going on, we're limiting our shipments to USA and Canada, but not to Europe right now. And that's it, man.
So when you say worldwide, do you ship outside of Europe, like across the pond also? Like, do you?
Like,
I know some people ship to like China and all that kind of stuff. I was talking to Joe Powell the other day, and
yeah,
apparently he's been shipping to Japan. So,
yeah,
do
we
you
can
do you ship
do
anywhere else?
South Korea, China,
Oh, nice.
Japan, Philippines, and I have access to like South Africa and stuff like that.
That's cool. Yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
there's a lot of little niche spots kind of around the globe that don't really get
yeah,
um, as exposed to ball pythons. So, they're still looking for those like single, double genes or the stuff we might not think the most of here. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool.
yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna go right in, and guys, as always, if you have any questions, just feel free to drop them in the chat. We'll be watching them. I'll post them up. Um, we're just gonna start the way we always start. How'd you get into the hobby?
How did I get into the hobby? Okay, so a few years back, so for the past whatever time I've been in this, I thought that the reason why my brother. Hi, Angela. How are you? Actually, Angela, she's got another picked up a really cool another chocolate mail for me.
Oh,
She
nice.
So what happened is my I didn't know this until recently, but how it was always my brother basically messaged me and said, "Hey, let's get into breeding ball pythons." Just as a little. This was Don't forget, this was like 7 years ago. About He's like, "We'll just pick up a couple of ball pythons, sell them, make a little bit of money, and just have fun with it." So I was like, "Yeah, like I mean, I don't really like snakes, but this could be interesting." And then when I started googling and researching the ball python industry, then I realized there's so much more to it than just like normals that you buy at the pet shop. And I didn't even know about like Facebook groups and all that stuff back then, right? It was just like I went to a local pet shop, and then I went to a local like pet show, and I saw some pieds, and I was like, "Holy shit! Like this is crazy."
Mm-hmm.
And so we slowly got into it, and then what happened at first, we're just like basically buying random stuff off Kijiji, just like. At one point, I think we had like 15 males and like 3 females, and just like, buying like stupidities.
Everybody's been there, man.
Yeah, I
Everybody's
think
been there.
exactly. So, so we did that, and we got into it. We had some locks, then we had like one snake die, and then like we didn't know what was going on really, and then we just like sold everything. Like my brother moved, I moved, and like where the snakes were, we don't have any more space. We
Mm-hmm.
sold everything, and then like I kind of like I couldn't lose sight of it for like a year and a half, 2 years. Like I was always on like getting more and more into it, like researching and reading up about it, and what I should have done in the first place, to be honest. And one day, my brother just like came home for my birthday and bought me a banana black pastel male. This was like 5, 6 years ago. They were still a pretty penny, and I picked up a female for him, which never bred with him. She bred with many other males but him, and that's how we restarted everything. But what I found out is my brother's roommate. My brother had bought a water dragon, and my brother's roommate, thinking that it's a water dragon, filled up the tub and put the water dragon in there. And then my brother came home with a drowned uh, water dragon, and that was his roommate's. And then so his roommate, as a like an excuse, like a sorry or like a gift back, he bought him a ball python, and that's when my brother figured out that you can breed them. So now I kind of actually. Because last week my brother, that friend was over. He's like, by the way, you should thank him for 514 reptiles, because if it wasn't for him killing that. So anyway, it's sad that he did that to the dragon, but he didn't know any better, and. So that's really my story of how 514 reptiles started. And it was just like, honestly, it was a hobby, and then all of a sudden I was like, I need more of this shit. And it was just like I couldn't, like I think
Yeah, man.
yeah, it was like 100 the
Every
first year.
Everybody seems to hit that point where you all of a sudden look at it and you're like, holy shit, when did it turn into this? Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, it's
At
crazy,
first, you're like,
bro.
I'll get a couple. They're pretty cool. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah, but I mean, I couldn't imagine myself starting with like buying someone's collection of like 250 snakes. Like I would be so overwhelmed. I had the
oh yeah,
snakes at like 1, 2, 3, like 9, like 25 snakes at some point. My buddy had to leave 25 snakes in my house for 25 for 6 months, and just
hmm
that one shot, like 25 extra snakes, one shot. Back then, like 4 years ago, I was like, oh fuck, this is a lot of snakes, extra one shot. Now
oh
obviously
yeah.
like producing 240 a year, it's like it's easier now, but I'm glad I started slow and building it slowly.
Well, it's funny you actually brought up the whole like bringing in 25 snakes at once thing because I see a lot of new breeders, first time breeders, or maybe guys that had one or two clutches last year that get into this mindset that I can handle one or two clutches. I'm gonna ramp up like crazy for next year, and they go out and buy like 15, 20 breeder females, and then all of a sudden their second year they have 10 clutches. So you have 4 or 5 eggs per clutch, like median, and that's lowballing it. And all of a sudden you go from your collection of 30 animals that might take you a couple hours a week to clean to all of a sudden you have 60 fucking babies on top of your 40 animals that you're cleaning, you're fucking feeding. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot to take on all of a sudden, and it adds up fast. Like,
Yep.
it's a big task. So
Yeah.
the way you did it is the way to do it. You ease yourself into it slowly,
Yeah.
and make sure you're prepared for it. That's the big thing.
Yeah. I mean,
But
unless you have help. Unless you
yeah,
have
me
someone
too.
that can
Like
do the
we have,
cleaning for
I have
you,
Nick
and
over here, so
yeah.
it's a lot easier on us because if I start falling behind, I can call him or vice versa. But I mean, especially people that just do it on their own, like you
Yeah.
can you can walk into something pretty rough pretty quickly. So
Yeah.
Baller's Garage wants to know, what genes are you currently most known for?
Whew. It's a tough one. Um, I think a lot of people, and I mean, I can't, I don't want to claim this title for myself, but Blackhead seems to be something that people talk about a lot when my name comes up. I'll be honest with you, I haven't produced many Blackheads. I just tend to uh, show them off a lot. I love the way they look. I love talking about them. I have some plans for them. I just like the plans haven't really all developed yet, right? And I guess maybe it's the quality of some of the ones that I have to keep that darkness, and you can tell like, okay, this is a nice quality blackhead.
Well, not only that, but just the combos that you have with Blackhead in them are just
Yeah,
unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like, your Blackhead stuff is like, holy shit, that's a
yeah,
Blackhead.
yeah. That's the thing. It's nice, but I'm not known for like crazy combos and all that stuff yet. Like there's I think his name was Tony Thomas, I think, Hardwire Exotics from the US.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot, like he's like 4 or 5 gene blackhead DG combos. Like but I mean, hopefully I have a good amount of heads, you know,
Mm-hmm.
raising. So that, and I'm trying to like, I think people have more desert ghost and clown than people think I have. It hasn't fully come to maturity yet. That's one thing, but I'm trying to go big on Sentinel. I know we've spoken
I
about
was
this a
gonna
few
say, if you didn't
times.
bring it up, Sentinel is one of
Yeah.
the, like, when I think of Sentinel, I think of you and maybe Nathan, and that's it. Like, I don't know who else even has it, and I know you have a good amount of it. And honestly, I think that stuff is, it's doing that slow creep in the background, the Sentinel
Yeah.
stuff. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, people don't see it coming, but it's fucking coming.
Yeah, it really is. It really
Yeah.
is. I mean, I don't know. For some reason, the project seems a little secretive. We're like, I'm like, okay, who has double head Sentinel clowns? I talk to the people that are working with Sentinel. Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Maybe I do. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. Like, I get answers like that, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, I'm sure you don't know if you have any double head Sentinel clowns sitting in your racks. So they seem to be a little secretive, but I'm doing my best with it. I have it in like 3 or 4 different double head recessives and a lot of stacked visuals, and I have like maybe 10 pairings this season for it. So you
So
know,
wait, 10 pairings for visuals?
no, I have 2 pairings for visuals and 8 pairings for more heads.
Charles says, "Don't be
What,
humble."
what did I do?
I have no idea, but I don't know, man. You've definitely got some really cool stuff, and
Thanks, bro.
I definitely see you being one of those types that has so much more squirreled away than you show. Um, I don't know, man. I'm one of those people that just I try to take pictures of absolutely every animal I have, so I'm never just going to come out with an animal like surprise. You know what I mean?
It's hard,
I
bro. It's hard to keep something a
yeah,
secret, or like it's tough.
but I feel like you're going to be one of those guys who in another year, maybe 2 years, depending on how things grow, you're going to start posting pictures of certain like females on eggs and stuff, and people are going to be like, "Holy fuck, Khalil has that!" Like, wow.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know,
mean,
man. Like, I feel like you've set yourself up really well.
I tried. I had some good guidance too, and like I've tried to do my best. I mean, obviously, I've done mistakes, and I would build it differently if I had the knowledge that I have now. But no, I'm happy where we are, and I think within 1 or 2 years, you will see some random females on eggs, and you're like, oh shit, that exists. So but hopefully, uh, don't want to jinx anything. You just keep it as as it is.
We're still a few years away over here from having those fucking holy shit females on eggs, but you know it'll
Yeah,
happen eventually.
100%, bro.
Um,
That's all it is. Time.
that leads us into a good next question. How many clutches do you expect this year?
Man, I'm really hoping to repeat last year's amount. I was pretty happy with the amount. Um, I mean, I've said it before on the podcast last time. My males are not doing that great of a job this season, though. So
I'm having the same problem, man.
yeah, man, it's a little tough, and it happens. I think it's a lack of preparation. I think I was caught off guard by the amount of clutches that I had last year compared to what I expected. So maybe it was a lack of preparation for the males. I think that might be it. But I don't know. I think I'd be happy with the same amount: 30 clutches, 25 clutches. I'm okay with that. It's not, you know, we're
Yeah,
gonna focus on next year. That's a bigger year for us.
I think this year we're aiming for 20 to 25, but every one of those clutches this year are going to be ones that we want. You know what I mean? Like we're
Yeah.
not doing. Last year we did a few, just like, oh, what are we going to do with this female? Oh, throw that in. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Whereas every clutch that I think is going to go. Actually, I just did like I think I ultrasounded like 15 or 16 of our girls right before we came on here, and I have a few that really surprised me. We just picked up a blackhead. Oh my god, blackhead mystic red gene het lav.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, breeder female, and
Oh, okay.
I didn't expect much from it. I was like, okay, if this thing's being sold, it's not going to be building or anything, right? Like somebody's getting rid of this because it either just laid or whatever. Nope, got it here. It's been here a couple of weeks at 8, and I figured I'd throw it on the ultrasound. 18 millimeter follicles.
Crazy.
Holy shit!
Do you know
All
if
right, I'll take it.
was she bred from the previous? No, so
Nope.
just sitting at
Oh,
18,
yes.
ready for you, and you have a male for her.
Oh yeah, she's going to the yellow belly pied hat lavender. I'm putting that right into the dream school stuff.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
stinks.
it's gonna suck because it's het to het, but I also want the blackhead more on the pied side anyway. So
Yeah.
everything's 100% het pied, and if I could hit a fucking blackhead yellow belly lavender het pied male, I'd be laughing for my dream
Yeah,
school
bro.
stuff. So
Yeah, that's a nice project.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I really really like the blackhead stuff, and I don't like the base pairings. This is gonna sound very contrived, but I don't like the base pairings off of things that Justin's like unveiled because I don't want people being like, "Oh, you're just doing this." But he showed some of those Blackhead Dream School combos, and I was like, "God damn it, I need those!" Like, I wish I didn't need them, but fuck, I need them. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, but it's tough to say that I'm not gonna follow what Justin. I mean, you don't have to follow what he's doing. You can always like compliment and add
Oh
genes
yeah.
to it. But I mean, he's doing so many different things. You know what I mean? Like I
Mm-hmm.
remember when I first got into like blackhead, and I was like making blackhead head pies. I'm like, oh, that's a project Justin's not working with. And then like a year later, he's like, blackhead, leopard, enchi, yellow belly pieds, het labs, and the doubles. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess he has been working on that for 10 years. Like, I'm stupid to think that he wasn't, you know?
It's kind of funny that you
So,
mentioned that because we actually have a what is she? Blackhead, Mojave Leopard, Yellow Belly, possible Gene X, possible something pied female from him.
mm-hmm. How's she
It's
doing?
great. Um, we had a small issue where her tag wasn't turned when she got fed, so she unfortunately got a little chewed.
Oh,
So she's
shit.
been off food for a while, but thank fuck because I was so scared because she was like a 7 grand snake, but I was worried because it was a pretty bad chew. I'll send you a picture. But I thought it was going to get infected. Like I was like, oh fuck, we fucked ourselves, right? And no, she's completely bounced back. Like it looks like there's not even going to be a lot of scarring. So
Okay.
got very fucking lucky there. Oh my
Yeah.
god. But that put her off food for probably 4 months, so didn't help anything.
Did she go back to eating or?
Yeah, just this week actually, she started
Okay,
eating
good.
again. Thank fuck. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's those little things that people don't talk about enough, like that
It
kind of
happens.
bullshit.
I've had
Oh,
it done
absolutely, yeah.
twice so far, I think.
That was our first bad chew. I've had a female take a bite or two, but I've never had one like chewed right the fuck up. And she
Yeah.
was like, when I first saw her, I thought I was seeing bits of her spine. It wasn't,
Right.
but like I was panicking and I was like, "Fuck, this animal's dead. We fucked up." Like,
That's crazy.
fucking thank God, man. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they bounce back pretty good from that, I find, because I mean, their skin shedding is made to renew, for these things in the wild, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I haven't read this online or anything yet. I'm starting to think that ball pythons don't have any pain receptors. I don't know why. I just find that like a rat
Hmm.
chewing on you, why, you know what I mean? There should be some sort of a
Yeah.
reaction
Why
to,
wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you fucking kill that thing? Like even
you know
if you
what I
don't want
mean?
to eat it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And they seem to, even if they don't want to eat, they seem to strike at rats whenever they're in a very defensive type of mode. But why
Mm-hmm.
aren't you whenever you're getting chewed? I don't know. I'd have to look into it. How, if they do have those if you're taking a chunk away from their meat, do they feel that, or I don't know.
Yeah,
I,
it's weird because they seem to be super susceptible to touch. Like, you know what I mean? If you a lot of times to not bug my girls, I'll try and ultrasound them right in their bins, right?
mhm.
Instead of pulling them out and ultrasounding and putting them back. And as soon as you touch them with that ultrasound, I find
Do
they
this,
all,
yeah,
So it'd be very interesting to see if they could sense touch, but maybe their pain threshold is just super fucking high or
yeah.
something.
Like maybe
Who
when they're
knows?
getting bit, they still feel like they're getting touched, and it's not actually, being.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. I know there's a lot of surprising factors for reptiles. I know the Komodo dragon is a wonder of the world, of the his skin that heals, and he has like a saliva that kind of kills off infections, and
mm-hmm.
there's a lot of really interesting facts to these reptiles. So I wonder. I'll look into it for sure, but I don't think there's that much research about ball pythons. I don't think there's a big research market for them.
There isn't a lot out there at all, and the stuff that is
Yeah.
out there is all very contrived and kind of shitty. The research that's done, it's like one guy went out for like a week and wrote a paper. You know what I mean? There's not
Yeah.
a lot of like peer reviewed research study done on ball pythons. So
Yeah.
who the fuck
Yeah.
knows, man?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Uh,
What are your goals for the next 3 to 5 years? Are there any big projects, any big like specific animals you want to hit? Anything that you're kind of banking on to hit to push any projects, anything like that?
uh, yeah. I mean, certain snakes that I'd like to hit. Are we talking about like just the snakes, or are we talking goals like just for
Whole
everything?
projects, snakes, whatever, like whatever's
Okay.
important to you. Like I have projects I'm working where there's a couple of animals where most of that clutch I'm going to be thrilled about, but if I hit one particular animal, it might change my entire fucking project. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It might make me completely spin on a dime because all of a sudden this animal's in my collection.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, It might change. Couple 5 years. 5 years, I can see myself hitting the Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, Fire, Leopard, Clown, Sentinel.
Oh my
That's reachable within like 4 years, I think. 5 years, maybe.
So you must
Uh,
have some pretty cool stuff growing up, double het wise, then right now, eh?
yeah. There's
That's
some cool
sick.
stuff going.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
We can also see the Pastel Desert Ghost. Pastel Desert Ghost Sentinel Clowns. That might be something within 5 years. Actually, that might be something within 2 years, to be honest with you.
Oh wow.
We'll see where that goes. And then something like, I love the Clown Pie project, by the way. I don't. I've shown them off. It's not like I've hidden them. They're on my Instagram. Actually, I'm listing one girl for sale today, or this week on Morph Market. But
How about you message me first?
yeah, well, I don't know. If Fire double head Clown Pie, I'm probably gonna get rid of one more. So
Dude,
we'll
we'll
talk.
take it. I'm
Yeah.
not even
Okay.
joking.
We'll talk. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
I have an ODYB possible leopard pied het clown coming from Miguel in 2 weeks. Mail. So
Nice. Okay. Yeah,
yeah, man.
that's a powerful male. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
need some fucking females to beef up our collection. We only
Yeah.
have
So here you go.
I
That
think
could be
5 or
good for you.
6. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk.
For sure. 100%. So for that project, I maybe within a few years we could look at the Super Orange Dream, and I mean that's probably already been made, but that's what I'm looking to get. Super Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, Enshi, Fire,
Oh my god.
Clown Pied, Pos Head Exantic.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's it. There's like stacking genes, and if you hit the odds, and the females go and all that good stuff, But there's a lot of little cool projects that I want to put together and see what comes out of it. Like Calico Enchi, Chocolate, Hypopides, stuff like that. Stuff that no one's really kind of, or they are kind of playing with, but behind the scenes. But stuff like that, yeah, for sure.
Man, Calico is so underutilized and pied. I fucking love it. It's so cool.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
God.
And you got to get the good quality Calico though. I don't think we've seen. Actually, I can't really say. I know I've seen some pretty cool Calico Pieds, but there's a couple of Calico lines out there that when they make it to Pieds, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a game changer for that. And Clown too. Like some of the Calico clowns that Garrick DeMeyer made are really really cool. I just wonder what his non-visual versions were.
Yeah. I want to see what his expression is on his hats.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet you it's wild as well because I've seen sugar clowns and you're just like I don't even know that that's any different than the animal without sugar in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you see some of the really high expression calico clown stuff and it's just night and day. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think there's gonna be some cool potential there.
Dylan, these balls, best marketing techniques that you found in the industry.
Best marketing technique.
How do you feel you sell snakes the easiest? You just throw them on Morph Market and hope for the best. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, my Instagram definitely helps. And I always, as soon as I post on Morph Market, I've gotten a lot of sales from Morph Market. I think Morph Market is great. And I also get a lot of sales off of people just asking me for lists. And just over time, I think building the relationships, talking to people on Instagram and there's a lot of people to talk to. I can't do it all day, but just building those small relationships and repeat clients. Look, I don't think there's one good answer to best marketing technique, but I think when it comes to your brand, giving value is really, really, really important. Forget about the dollars and forget about the numbers first. Try to give as much value as you can. Try to build genuine relationships. And I'm like that. Some people I don't talk to and some people I talk to all the time. I don't fake relationships. I don't, talk to you, try to get $1 out of you. It's not like that. I'm not an asshole or rude, but I'm just not going to, we don't have that same level, someone that I get along with. It's just simple. Bring value, man, and continue building your brand. Someone recently asked me like, "Hey, this is how I'm posting. Is this good?" my question when someone asks me that is ask yourself that first. You know what I mean? Take a look at your
Hmm.
page. Do you like what you're posting? Are you happy with it? If you're not happy with it, go and research how can you make it better. If you like someone else the way they post, there is nothing wrong with posting the way they post. There's absolutely nothing. There is not 1,000 ways to go about this, right? There's maybe 10 different ways to post on Instagram if you have a snake business. Even
Hmm.
if someone else does it, you like that style, pick it up, do it, and then slowly over time, you can make your own tweaks to it. Don't be afraid to start something because this guy's already doing it. Look, man, start it and then do your own twist to it, and you'll be fine as long as you keep progressing. Ask yourself, is this what I want to do? Do I like this? Am I proud of this? And then fix that, and you'll be set.
That's actually really good advice. Um, like I can guarantee you, I wasn't the first, I wasn't the 10th, I wasn't the 1,000th person to post pictures of snakes in my hand.
Yeah,
I probably wasn't even the 10,000th. You know what I mean? But based on everything I've tried, that's what works best for me. And it seems like it slowly helped identify our pictures, right?
yep,
I got a couple tattoos that get in that picture. Like when you see
exactly.
something that we post, people generally know, okay, that's from Chris and Nick.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter if 100,000 other people have posted the same way. It's fucking Instagram. You're just trying to get a picture up. You're just trying
Mm-hmm.
to show off what you have. It doesn't matter how you do it as long as you do it well.
Yep, 100%, man. 100%. I can tell you picture. As soon as I pass, I see it. The way your rack is, where you're racked, the way the hand placement. You can always just like this is a reptile word post. You know what I mean? Or a reptile word
But
snake.
that happens with every person that knows their Instagram. Like when you post, I don't have to
Yeah,
see your name. I know it's your picture. When Justin
yeah,
posts, I don't need to see his name. I know it's him. Same with Billy. Same with Will.
yeah,
Will mixes it up a little bit, but still, like if it's a Will picture, just by the fucking snake. Um,
yeah,
but still, yeah, you just have to, find what you are comfortable with and commit to it, and just stick to it. That's it.
yep, 100%. Yeah, just do that. It's the perfect way to do it.
I don't know anything about this, so hopefully you can answer.
Trojan gene. I've actually taken a look at it. I haven't seen much of it. I know that Justin um, was promoting it at some point. He made a video about it, I believe, and he also recently I saw on his morph market. Yeah, I think a Trojan trick for sale. I think it's a cool project. I think there's cool potential. At one point, I think he had a Trojan head DG. I think I'm not sure, something like that.
Oh, I think I saw that actually.
Yeah, but I don't know much about it to be honest with you. I don't know the combos. I don't really understand it. I don't even know if it's codom or recessive. But from just what I saw, I think it has good potential. I think it has a lot of potential. But
That's actually.
I have way too many genes to try to add one more because like that one extra gene sometimes requires an entire rack and like
Oh yeah, it adds up quick, man.
yeah,
Like even if you have two clutches from a male, like say you have a male with one of your genes in it, you have two clutches. All of a sudden, everything that pops out with that gene, you're like, shit, this is all I have for this gene. Do I hold back all of it? And all of a sudden, you have 14 fucking bin spaces gone.
yeah, dude,
You know
it's
what I mean?
crazy.
It adds up so fucking fast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's actually a really good segue into my next question for you. And unfortunately, I didn't prepare it. But do you have any lesser known or even like, I don't want to say dinker because dinker isn't the word I'm looking for, but maybe less explored genes in your collection that you're planning on playing around with?
Less explored. Apart from Sentinel, no, I have an extra gene that's kicking around one of my females that I recently saw when I hatched some of her babies. I don't know what she is or what it is. She's an orange dream firehead clown, but I made some really really funky babies with her last season. I'm repeating the breeding this season. Uh, but no, like in terms of known genes that are out there, like like a little rat, no, Sentinel maybe that's really something. I
I
have
think I think Sentinel's fair because I think there's a lot of people out there that don't even know what the fuck it is. Like
yeah,
a lot of people watching this will be like, "What the fuck is Sentinel?"
yeah,
And if
yeah.
anybody is curious, because this might connect the dots, Sentinel and Paint are the same thing, right?
Sentinel
They
and
ended up
paint, yes,
agreed
yeah,
on it. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because I don't work with it, but we would like to get into it at some point. But yeah, those things are so crazy, man.
Yeah.
I love that project. I think it's going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Um, oh, has it been put into any double recessives yet? Do you know?
Visual, no.
Wow, really?
No, visual, no. It hasn't.
Oh, fucking.
It hasn't even made it. Oh well, actually, sorry, it made it into albino. Yeah,
That's that's not surprising.
yeah, but that's not the right gene for it. Like, I'll be honest with you. I think like I'm. You've seen what Orange Dream Hypo looks like, so I'm gonna
Hmm.
try to go for the like combos of Orange Dream Hypo Sentinel. I feel like that would really bring out the reds, and because you've seen the Orange Dream Sentinel,
Oh yeah, I
so there's
honestly like everything Sentinel touches that I've seen so far has
it's
been
nuts.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
So, um, honestly, I think Hypo would take any like Orange Stream absolutely, but like even just like a Cinnamon Sentinel Hypo would
yeah,
be
yeah, 100.
nuts. It
percent
would be purple.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. So
ugh,
you've seen a Cinnamon Sentinel then?
yes,
Yeah, from what's his name made it? Nathan.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, and he sold it. Okay, and then Antoine here. I don't know if you know who Antoine is. His name is DPR Coldblood.
Yes,
He's from
I follow him on
Montreal.
Instagram. Yep.
Yeah, he's from Montreal. He has like I've sold him a head Sentinel. He has an Enchi Sentinel. He has a regular
Oh wow,
Sentinel, and he also has a Cinnamon Sentinel male. So he has some visual combos, which I
I
don't
would
even
love.
have.
How's the entry look? Is it nice?
Yeah, yeah, it looks really nice. Yeah, yeah, you should look.
Right,
You should have.
not surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you're playing around with Sentinel. It's like us. We have that Motley Clown mail we got from Justin,
great.
and I mean, if the thing bred a little bit better, we'd have a ton of it. But it's only locked twice for us.
Oh shit,
In the 3 years we've had it now. Um,
it's the
but
worst.
like honestly, we got one clutch from it to our VPI female. So I have two Motley double het VPI clown females and then two males.
Okay.
And I don't want to sell fucking any of them because I'm pretty sure they're
Yeah.
the only ones that exist.
Yeah. So
You know what I
they're
mean? So
yeah. So you have the double head clown Exantic.
yeah.
Uh,
But then we also have the spot nose yellow belly clown 50% het VPI from Will, the male, that we're
okay.
gonna prove out this year. So who the fuck knows, man? It's one of those things that we wanted to commit to really heavily, and then he got here, and in 2 years he locked twice, and like thank fuck we got two clutches from him locking twice
That
just by
sucks.
by well it's great luck because he locked two separate females one time each and they both laid,
Yeah.
so we got very very lucky, but at the same time both females I think gave us 4 to 5 slugs and then
So
quite
maybe
small
something.
clutches. So
Are
but
you trying to beat him this season?
yeah, he's actually in with banana blade spider het clown female right now. I
Okay.
want to see a fucking banana motley clown. I think it'd be insane.
Yeah. Did he lock?
He's in there now. He's not locked yet.
Okay.
The
You know
dude's
you
a
can
fucking dick, man.
you can try to put in. I mean, if you don't mind another male getting her, uh,
Oh, she's
to
already locked another dude, so I plan on it. That's my next step.
yeah, put them in together. So you'll have three
Yeah.
of them and see. Because even if he doesn't end up locking her, you might aggravate him enough for him to get back on. Getting his shit together. But I feel you.
It
I have a
yeah,
male
it's
that's
just been
3 years
it's
old. Don't do shit.
so fucking frustrating, man. Like we bought him as a proven breeder, or well, we didn't buy him. We won him in the chase auction.
Right.
As a proven breeder. He had locked once for Justin, but right after that, Justin hit, I think it was the Pompeii or one of those clowns, and he shifted almost all of his clown stuff to working on that. So the Motley kind of fell into the background, and then he put it up for the auction. So he bought him as a proven breeder, but
We'll see. Yeah.
sometimes things don't work out the way you want them to.
Yeah. Or sometimes they do, but not right now. Like
And
for
that
all having those double hats is what you needed, and you never know
well,
what it
that's
leads
the
you
other
to.
thing too. We never know. You could have one male that this year is your fucking worst breeder, won't eat, locked once, went off food, fucking lost a ton of weight, so you couldn't use him for the rest of the year. Then next year he could turn into a stud, fucking eat through the entire breeding season, fucking give you like 10 clutches. Like you never
Yeah.
fucking know, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just crossing my fingers. I don't want to get rid of him because like it's a really cool project in my opinion, especially um, with the clown stuff. It's a pattern changer that you can't really get otherwise. But man, it's testing my patience.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I agree with you. Do you have them posted? I've never seen them, so I'll probably take a look after.
Let's see if he's locked. I'll just show you now. Right
Okay.
behind me. Nope. So this is him. So it takes basically all the side pattern off.
Oh, nice. Shit, that's
And
nice.
they're super nice, and they come out almost like a gray. It's super weird. They end up aging and browning out, but they've got a very unique head stamp on it too. If I can get them to, it's almost like a cross. Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's not really coming across, but he's like they're super fucking cool.
Yeah, that
And
is cool. I agree. Maybe he's too
what?
fat. Like, not fat, but maybe he's like...
No, dude, when we got him, he was like 1,900 grams from
Yeah.
Justin. Because Justin just put him away and kept feeding him.
Yeah.
So we actually had to put him on a hunger strike. We were feeding him, I think, like once every like 18 days, and we were just giving him a wean, like
Yeah.
to make him lose weight. And he got down to like 1450, I think.
Okay.
And that's when we got our 2 locks. And then he just
Okay.
stopped fucking locking again.
Yeah, because they get lazy, right?
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
when
know.
they're too
It's
big,
brutal.
they just like, I recently bought like a year ago, I bought an Orange Dream Hypo Mojave Pastel breeder male from Mike Bennett.
Yep.
And he was like a really decent size. I was like, hey, this guy is not gonna, So actually, I did the same thing that you did. I had to drop some of his weight and get him a little bit more lean. Because I've had males where I got them up to size, like 2,000 grams, and they don't want to do shit.
Oh yeah, and that's a big thing. A lot of people don't realize. Everybody's like, "Oh, just feed them up, feed them up." Like it's great when they're eating through breeding season because they're expending the energy you're giving them, right? But if they're not fucking breeding and you're packing them with a fucking small or 2 small rats a week, man, it's not going to take long before that dude doesn't want to do anything but just fucking lay around. Like,
yeah, exactly.
but one of the 2 clutches that we got from him last year was actually to a yellow belly possible het clown, and she didn't prove out. But this is a motley yellow belly, fucking het clown female, super fucking dark.
Yeah, dude, that's nice. Yeah, it's like has like a granite type of.
Yeah, very granity.
Yeah, I
and
like
you can
that.
see the huge yellow belly influence on it too. It's just
yeah.
Throwing it up, but that's my only female that I got.
Oh no! So what happened to the double heads? Are they males or females?
Oh, sorry, no, that's the only female from the yellow belly clutch I got. I got 2 double het females over there from the Motley clutch. I got 2 females, 2 males. But the problem is they're just single gene Motleys, and I'm still new to it because we've only got 2 clutches. So I had to hold on to them till they were like 150 grams before I was even positive they were Motley, because it's a very, very subtle gene until they get some size on them. Fuck, man. It was a headache.
Yeah.
If you have that's a good question from Joe. If you have a male that you know always goes off feed while breeding, do you try to fatten them up before?
To a certain extent. I don't try to like, give them extra to get them more. No, because then they might not even breed for me. And to be honest with you, I've never had a male lose weight during breeding season ever. They've never gotten skinnier. Some of them
like
will
even off food and
even off food. I've never had I'm like, oh shit, this guy's losing weight. I gotta shelf him. It's never happened to me. Also, I ultrasound. Ultrasounding really helps, right? Like instead of rotating the male, most females get only 2 locks. They don't need 4, 5, 6 locks. When I was breeding 5 females back in the day, every female would get almost a lock every 3 weeks throughout the season. Every female would have like 15 locks. I remember one day, like the locks were like this long. Now it's like 2 locks, and that's pretty much it. Maybe 3 if I wanna, in between. I wouldn't fatten them up that much, but I would pay a little bit of extra attention to them. Get them. Look, I like breeding my males around 1,000 grams. Even males that are 3 or 4 years old, they always stay around 1,000 grams. if you can get around there, 1100, 1200, but going anything above 1600 for a male to me it's retirement.
I
It's a
seem to find
retired
that
male.
sweet spot right where you're saying. I find it between like 800 grams and 1100 grams. Like
800
that's
grams
the perfect size to keep them.
yeah, they jump on the females at 800 grams.
Yeah, I actually I have a pastel lesser leopard ODYB het clown male that I kept back from last year, and he's like 880. He's producing like
Yeah,
he just won't fucking lock for me. He's driving me crazy.
yeah. He's not lucky.
He's only a few months old though, so I don't blame him.
Okay.
Well, he's like
Yeah,
10 months old, but not
yeah,
still new.
yeah, yeah. I had
But
a lock from a 450 grammer this year. So
weirdly enough, that I'm wearing this shirt, I was actually talking to Dan from Constriction Addiction
mhm.
a few months ago, and it was actually about that same male because um, we didn't expect to keep a het clown male back last year. Like we were aiming to make het clown females the whole back, but didn't think that we'd keep a male. And then we hit that thing, and I was like, "Fuck, we gotta use this." So I was talking to him, and I was like, what's the smallest you've ever had a male breed? And I thought he was going to tell me, everybody's seen like the 450, 500, 550 gram males lock before. And he's like, oh, I had one lock at 290 grams. And I was like, what?
uh,
He's like, yeah, he locked once and the female went on to lay a clutch. I was like,
that's insane. Yeah, but if you're
so,
breeding a male that small, I like this 450 gram male. I needed one lock from him, and he got it. Now he's shelved. Hey, Michelle.
oh, and that's the thing. Yeah, if you're going small, like, weirdly enough, Mordex is in the chat, and I know you guys know each other from Mexico.
Mexico.
I was so jealous I missed that, but I was in Mexico at the same time at a different resort, so it wasn't
Oh,
that
it's
bad.
crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I have my stranger mail in with Pastel Clown right now, and I just, dude, where she's at, I just need one lock from that guy, and he's gone until 2022. Like,
Yeah,
one lock. He's sitting at like 620 grams. I'm getting that lock in. I'm putting you away, and I'm making sure you're nice and ready for next year. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
That's all he needs.
And fuck, I'm just praying because I believe he's a pastel leopard yellow belly stranger at clown.
Yeah, that's insane.
So
Made some cool shit with
fuck,
that.
oh my god. And I would never ever pair for a super pastel clown ever, but she's right where he needs to be right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll take the risk.
She's a what, pastel clown?
Just a pastel clown, yeah. She's actually one of my wife's. My wife has a couple in the collection, so we weren't really sure what to do with her. And I was like, you know what? If he's gonna get in with any of these animals, then might as well do it to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Michelle. Go get it with that stranger. Did you see the one that they held back by chance?
Yes, I know she held one crazy looking one back.
So she took. There was the one that we got because we got basically first pick after they took their holdbacks. But they took the one we got, but it also has fire in it. Oh my
crazy.
God! It's the nicest. It's the nicest stranger I've ever seen.
Really,
that's saying a lot because there's some cool stuff out there.
Yeah, that's pretty. I like it. I like the stuff that Michelle made too.
Oh, we did the egg cutting for that clutch live on my Instagram, and I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not that. She made some really fucking cool stuff.
Yeah, she paired it to. Do you know what she paired it to?
So she had a straight stranger female from Roland directly, and she paired it to the male that Will used for a few years, the super pastel leopard. Oh my god, super pastel leopard fire yellow belly.
Yeah, clown.
I think clown. Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh my god, even the hats, dude. Like, or not the hats, even the non-strangers that came out of that clutch look phenomenal. Yeah. I don't know if the stranger has some sort of non-genetic. I don't know, but everything in that clutch was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was literally yelling. It was so fucking cool. Anyway, that's oh man. Do you have any big genes you're planning to get into? Anything that you know you're hoping to inject into your collection that you don't have yet?
Hmm. No, no. I mean, not on the not on the radar right now.
That's fair.
Nothing planned. I'm just gonna go with see what I have, see what I do this next season, and see. Because to me, adding more genes, it's just kind of like I'm never going to build that depth inside of my collection if I keep adding a gene and I have very like a superficial amount of it. So you got to
Mm-hmm.
really build it and keep going with what you have and build it so, and you can start to see it when these things start to stack up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
I
we
get
have
that, man.
so many different recessives, so it's like we work with Ultramel, Desert Ghost, Clown, Pied, Sentinel, Hypo. Uh, what else? I have like one had Tri Stripe, Puzzle. So it's like.
What do you have puzzle?
So Puzzle, I have two pin het puzzle females that I've been raising. They should be ready this season, but I guess I didn't feed them enough. So they're still like maybe 1,000 grams. I mean, I could have fed them, to get them, but I just didn't have any plans for them. So they were just kind of getting the regular small every week and nothing
Well, yeah,
more.
and if you don't have a mail for them yet, what's the point in rushing, right? Like
Yeah,
there's
so I have
still
that.
there's still pinhead puzzles next year.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't have the mail, and then I have a double head typo puzzle. Well, I had bought this year.
Oh
I think
shit.
you read into the story. I bought a hypo puzzle male, and then I bought a double head hypo puzzle female. I got two of them, and the male died here like
Oh
four
shit.
days after I got him. So
I
I no
didn't hear
longer
about that.
have
That's
that
that's a
male.
win.
Yeah, it sucks. So I still have the double head hypo puzzle female that I'm just gonna raise for now.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's I have no puzzle. I have one male that is a visual desert ghost, 50% head puzzle.
Visual.
And
That's
that's
okay.
the
Yeah.
that's the only puzzle I have. And the only reason I have that is because we bought a combo het DG girl breeder last year in February. And in
Mm-hmm.
June she laid a clutch and we never paired her. So we had to go back and ask the person who we bought her from what he paired her to, and it was a double het desert ghost puzzle.
Okay.
So in 8 eggs, we popped out 5 desert ghosts.
Yeah, and then you freaking sold them to Will, you monkey.
Yeah, because I really wanted to do that. He definitely didn't harass me until I agreed.
Oh, trust me, I
Dude,
sold him. I sold him a head sentinel girl that was not supposed to leave this place, and he got it.
man, I literally said when those girls came out and shed, I said there's no amount of money that would make me move these because they were my favorite hatchlings that we've ever had.
Yeah,
Literally my favorite hatchlings. I said there's no amount of money, and he still somehow got them
he got
away
him.
from us.
Freaking Will, man.
So Billy took the pastel DG het puzzle male or pastel DG 50% het puzzle male because he's got a couple het puzzle girls growing up, and then
Mm-hmm.
we have the DG 50% het puzzle, but I think June might take him just because we don't have any puzzle. Like as
Right.
much as I want to hold him back, what am I going to do with him? Make maybe pos hets because he's a pos het. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah. You know, I
We
get
have
it. Right there.
we have the Leo DG het pied going to a bunch of stuff this year, so I'd much rather make pos or het DG pos het pieds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. 100%.
uh,
I agree with you on that one.
that was the toughest decision I think I've ever had to make in my life.
Yeah, because
Getting
they're
rid of those
nice too.
females. Oh
They're
man.
pretty dope. I saw them. They're pretty cool. I mean, I didn't see them in person. I saw pictures and they look pretty dope.
If you ever go to his place, you have to look at them because every time he sends me a picture, I just like, oh, it just like digs that spike a little deeper into my heart. Because I had seller's remorse the second I agreed to it, and just every time I see those girls, it's just like, because
Yeah.
I was trying to get him to take just the two pewters, but we hit a cinnamon DG 50% of puzzle as well. And I wanted to keep her more than anything. I like the pewters were beautiful, but there's just something about that cinnamon DG. And I don't know, he somehow twisted my arm.
You got to shit.
He got her. Yeah.
Oh, when he has
So
some visuals, down the line, just pick up a visual or
that's exactly what I said to him. I was like, dude, you have to at least keep me in mind when you start making animals from this.
yeah, for sure.
And he laughed and never answered me. So I'll probably be paying full price.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Um, I just had a question for you, and I lost it here. So let's see. Of course, it didn't save it. All right. Well, I don't know. Michelle's saying she needs some vanilla stuff from you this year. Are you going to have a lot more um, vanilla head clown stuff coming up this season?
Um, I hope so. I'm breeding 2 vanilla spot nose head clowns.
Oh, nice.
Uh, I mean, I wanted to breed them to the fire leopard head clown and try to make some, uh, Batman cream
Creams.
clowns.
Ooh.
But he's not breeding, so I might do the fire clown head DG to them. So it'll be just like cream spot nose clown pos head DGs.
Just, no
Well,
biggie.
because it's not I really wanted the Batman stuff, but I need another male for those females because, man, vanilla. So I'm looking at maybe like an orange dream vanilla clown male. I think that would be really cool. Make like some orange dream super vanilla spot nose clowns.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
We don't have any vanilla, and it's one of those genes where every time we talk about like what we should pick up next, we go, "Fuck, we need more vanilla." Like we have some fire here and there, and it's like, man, I want vanilla. I love that you can, the super isn't a white snake. It's just it's so versatile.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
I keep not getting any. So, weirdly enough, that said, just shifting that, we're actually putting the leopard DG hep hide to our big spot nose. I think it's pos hep hide. I can't even remember, but we're trying to do like a DG version of the Batman down the line. So
yeah,
that'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
You just reminded me because you said you might put it to your pos head DG. So
yeah, Batman combos are pretty cool. So we'll see what happens with that, and then I have 2 for sale now, but I mean, well, one of them they're not 100% vanilla because the pairing could have been vanilla or fire, but I think the one female that I have up for grabs is I think she's a vanilla specter head clown, just based on I made a lot of fire stuff and with yellow belly and from all of those I made 20 this year. This one looks like a vanilla specter. And then the other one is a male leopard cream yellow belly or specter head clown. He's like a really crazy looking male.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, he's really cool.
That's that one that Michelle wants to remake. She was talking about that. You posted him up a little while ago.
Okay,
she was saying she wanted to make something like it. Yeah. No, I remember that thing. That thing's insane.
Yeah. I made 3 of them. I'm keeping 2, and I'm selling 1. So
do you work with Spectre a lot?
I have super stripes. That's really the extent of my specters. They're all in super stripe. I don't have specter standalone, and I've held back from that clutch. It's yellow belly or specter. I've held back. I got 5 girls. I'm selling 2. I sold 1. I'm selling the other one, and I have 3 that I'm keeping. So those might be specter, and then I have 4 or 5 super stripe females. That's it.
I have an entry specter female. And I know nothing about Spectre. So I have some babies from her from last year that I still have no idea if they're Spectre or Yellow Belly.
Yeah.
Mostly because they're all Enchi.
Yeah, send me some pictures. I might be able to help you because although they're on the same allele, you can actually see the difference most of the time.
So I can see Spectre normally. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But they all came out with Enchi. And with Enchi, I have no fucking idea.
I'll take a look. They have certain traits that they do that. I find it like that. But like a lot of snakes are on the same allele. Don't always come out like yellow belly and asphalt. Yellow belly pieds and asphalt pieds don't look the same.
Oh, I know.
Asphalt pieds almost look like normals in a sense. They don't have the crazy pixelation like the yellow belly pieds. So I find. I mean, unless for some reason I've only seen that variety of them. And they do come with more pixelation and looking like yellow belly pieds. But as far as I've seen, they don't look the same at all.
It's actually funny because I've I've heard quite a few people now say, you can't tell yellow belly and asphalt apart until you put it in pied.
Hmm.
Which, if that's true, that means there's hope for other recessives with yellow belly slash asphalt. And if you can start picking them out, even just in recessives, that'll be huge. Like
Yeah,
if you can pick out an asphalt out of a clutch, fuck, all of a
yeah,
sudden all those freeway females that are out there become a lot more valuable.
yeah.
So,
I agree. Yeah, with
oh
yeah.
man, my browser here keeps screwing up. I had some questions.
Ah, sheet. We lost the questions, folks.
Sorry guys, I don't know why my chat's it's like reloading and then not showing me what's going on here. So I think somebody just dropped a question a little while ago. So if you did, drop it again. If not, just drop a new one. Let's So do you work with anything other than ball pythons?
No, I keep carpet pythons and I keep boas.
Nice.
Uh, Mostly just for fun. I mean, I originally wanted the boas because they're more interactive, but like who am I kidding? Like I don't interact with my snakes. Like they're just
Mm-hmm.
I kind of I don't really want them anymore. I kind of want to sell them. But at the new house, I love fish, right? I mean, I love a lot of animals, but fish, I've always had them since I was young. My dad always, set up some guppy tanks for us, and we used to like get babies, and so I want to get back into it. I want to get like a couple of large tanks and do some really cool stuff. Like maybe a scape tank, or do like a cichlid tank, or even do like a reef with some like a reef tank with some fish as well. I know that's harder to keep, but whatever. If other people can do it, I can do it too. And
You and Nick would get along well. He fucking loves fish. Like
yeah,
he's all about that stuff.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. Like I love colorful stuff, and that's mainly why I'm in ball pythons, right? Like green tree pythons are nice. I would like eventually a display one for my house,
Me too.
but there's nothing attractive from breeding. Look, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not hating on that, but green to green, or if you're doing like not carpet python, but like some of the other types of pythons. Like okay, olive pythons are beautiful, but every clutch is just more olive pythons. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not necessarily a fan of the breeding. I'm more a fan of like the color mutations that they make and what it looks like. That's what I'm
Not only
really,
that, but
really
the
into.
variety that pop out too, right? Like it's not
Exactly.
like every animal's the same color. Like yeah, they could all be bright and great, but like you have a variety and everything's different.
Yeah.
Everything's a different shade or different color. And even if you get two animals that are the same thing, there's still variations between them. Like
Yeah.
I think that's what hooks a lot of people into this hobby. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah. 100%. I agree with you. So that's I think it for species. That's basically it. But we'll see where the future. But probably won't be breeding any other type of reptile. That's for sure. That's not something that I'm into.
Hey, that's fair, man.
Yeah.
Nick breeds some geckos, but for the most part, we're all ball pythons over here. I have a few hog noses, but for the past couple of years, for some reason, production's just been garbage. So I'm trying, but it's
What the?
it's just the ball pythons this year, basically. Like they're
Yeah.
not doing anything for me. So,
That's all that matters.
um, do you work with bongo at all?
No, I don't.
No.
I I'm indifferent about it. I don't know much about it, and just like it's just when I look at it, I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to work with it. Like I don't tell it to myself, right? Like I need to work with it, so I don't really, I don't really have any. I don't really know much about it, to be honest. I've seen some combos, like especially I think I've seen like an Orange Dream Fire combo that kind of looked like an Orange Dream Fire, so I wasn't sure if just it was mislabeled or that gene didn't do anything with those two other genes. I just So what's that?
That's just bongo mystic.
Okay. So it's like
So
a Mystic is it's a bell complex,
bell
obviously.
complex, yeah.
Okay.
So just chained it all together. Like this thing's crazy, but this thing's also had ultramel.
Okay,
And
nice.
hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get it on the camera here. You see that coming through?
Yeah, what is that? Poop?
No, that's ultramel paradoxing on its head.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah,
awesome, man.
those little orange purple things coming out.
That's the only bongo animal I have. The only reason I asked is because um, I picked that thing up and I've slowly just become more and more obsessed, and it just seems like nobody has any available.
Yeah,
So,
it's not a very worked or readily available gene, but I know
mhm.
that Foster works a lot with them,
Wait,
or
Foster?
he likes
Oh,
them.
that's right. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
or
Foster
he
had some
likes them a lot.
available
I don't
ones.
know if he has a lot, but he does enjoy working with them.
Yeah, I know. Now that you mentioned that, I know he had some het clowns available back a few months ago when we were very, very broke, and we missed out on an incredible combo het clown female from him. And to this day, I kick myself for missing out on that animal.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yep. Everything happens for a reason.
Wow, these guys are just going off in the chat with one another. They're all talking. They're all talking about what they think Michelle should pair this year. They're
Oh,
not even watching us.
Michelle's getting the crowd rowdy.
Apparently, you know what though? Um, if you're ever down here, I would suggest stopping by Michelle and Paul's. They've got some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think people understand some of the power that they have in that collection.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I've
Yeah.
told them they need to fucking post more, but
Yeah.
you can't talk to
Michelle
Michelle.
has some. She's stacked down there. She's
Oh yeah,
a
no,
sleeper. When I used to race cars, as a sleeper, when you have like just a car that you don't think is gonna go really really fast, but then that's Michelle. But yeah, I'll
it's
definitely be visiting her soon. We've been talking about it, and I'm gonna do
yeah,
a trip
I
out to
definitely
her
recommend it.
space. Yeah,
I actually just brought them some flooring for their snake room, so it's nice and cozy now.
yeah.
I was
Oh,
over there
nice.
while it was all plywood, so um,
Are you like a
but
wood dealer, like a flooring dealer, or?
I work my day job is flooring, yeah.
Okay,
So
nice. So I have a
yeah, so
contact.
I work for a giant commercial flooring company. We're
Okay,
one of the biggest in Canada. So we do like WalMarts and like big box stores, not just like people's houses.
great.
But you know, Michelle needed
Yeah,
some flooring, so I hooked her up.
hooked up,
But
Michelle, for sure.
hey, I mean, she hooked me up too. We got a fucking sweet female clown from her, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, that's good. What'd you pick up? Oh
That's
yeah, you
funny.
picked up like a pastel yellow belly clown something. It was like really cool,
Uh,
funky looking one, right?
super pastel fire, probable yellow belly
Okay.
clown female.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, there was there was one. So the entire clutch was super pastel clown minimum, which was insane. And there was one that I think was a leopard super pastel clown, and then the girl we got was super pastel fire, possibly yellow belly. And I mean, I just roll the dice on the yellow belly on ours because I have so much fucking leopard in my clown stuff right now.
It's good.
So I figured
Yeah.
the fire yellow belly would probably help us out a little bit more.
Yeah,
But you
definitely.
never know, man.
I agree.
All right, guys.
Uh,
Well, we're over an hour already. So if anybody has any more questions for Khalil, anything at all, let's drop them. We'll keep going here for a couple more minutes, but throw them down in the chat. Oh, wow, everybody's getting on Tom's case.
if
What's up,
Tom
Tom?
suck, what's up? What is Tom sucking?
They just like bugging them. They just like bugging them. Oh, you know what? I mean, you kind of answered this, but um, what was the moment you realized you wanted to work with animals?
Who asked that question? Do we know? Is it someone that I
That's
know?
me. That's one of my
Oh,
pre-made
that's one of
questions
your
I was going
questions.
to
Oh,
ask.
okay. That's a
Yeah.
good question. That's a very good question. I was like, does someone ask that? Uh, when I saw pies.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. No, hold on. Wait. With animals, this goes back to when I was like 10. When I was
Yeah,
10.
that's why I asked animals, not ball pythons.
Okay. Yeah.
Just
You know.
animals in
So
general.
animals. When I used to live in Texas, right? You knew that.
I
And
actually did not.
okay, well, I'm a Texan.
Oh wow, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
super
I
cool.
moved in 2002 over here, and then I moved back by myself to try to live there. But it was so hard, and like my dad had a job gig with a company down there, but it was an aviation company, and because of September 11, it closed down, so they couldn't continue his citizenship paperwork. So we had to move back because I was here like way back in the day. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
in Texas, I remember I tried to breed dogs. I remember I got a husky, then my mom made me get rid of it. I was just like 10. Like, what am I doing with a husky? I got a Rottweiler, like almost tore apart our backyard. My dad was like, yeah, you're not keeping this. And then finally I picked up a large cage and I picked up 3 rabbits. And I tried to breed them. But like this is like 97, 98. Like, I didn't have access to the internet. I wasn't Googling how do you sex a rabbit. Is this a female or a male, or like, the gestation period or all of that stuff. So that never worked out. But that's what I knew, that I liked animals. And it started there. And then I had like my cousin that had like chickens and ducks and eggs and babies and stuff like that. But I always knew that I liked animals. I wanted to do something, around them. But I mean, look, I also did mechanics for 5 years. So I love cars and I do art, so I like many different things. I didn't always think that I was going to work just with animals, but I do enjoy them.
It's actually kind of funny because I ask everybody this question, but if somebody asked me this question, I don't think I could answer it because I don't know. I was also one of those kids, always hiding garter snakes in my pocket to try and like sneak them home, and I was
Yeah,
absolutely one of those kids. But I was also into everything. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I was ADHD, like the definition of, if you looked it up in the dictionary. So, I tried to get into music. I tried to get into, I was trying to keep every animal I came across. I was all over the place. So
yeah,
I don't actually know the moment that I went from just like, oh, it's cool to keep some of these as pets, to being like, oh shit, I want to like commit my time to this.
yeah,
So it's kind of neat hearing people's answers because I personally don't fucking have one.
yeah. I mean, maybe you didn't realize you wanted to work with them, but you enjoyed it the whole time, right? And I guess that's some way. Like, I didn't know that I was going to work with animals right now when I started breeding rabbits, but I knew at 10 years old this was something interesting for me.
And
When
you
I
know
did
what? I
it.
guess now that you say that, I guess that's kind of how any big interest turns into a business or a career or whatever you want to say, right? I guess, you kind of just lean into it a little bit more and a little bit more, and then all of a sudden
Yeah, you're like,
it
fuck.
sort of blooms
I
into.
have 500 snakes and I live illegally in a house that doesn't know about it. Yeah,
I have no free time and I never
yeah,
see anybody and I
yeah.
have no money.
Hey, I won't lie, man. With ball pythons, I have free time. I lost my, like, that I lost all my restaurants because of COVID. Look, I had 4 restaurants and now everything's
That's
gone.
fucking brutal, man.
And I used to work my fucking ass off, bro. The stress used to start it never stopped. It was 24/7. The stress. It was just 60 employees. 2 of my locations were 24/7. At the
Oh
airport,
wow.
there was no days off, no Christmas, no New Year's, no nothing. It's been 10 years of hell, and now I'm like my brother sometimes like, "What are you doing today?" I'm like, "Fuck all, bro. I got nothing to do. I might try to sell a couple of snakes, grab lunch, and like, don't get me wrong. I read a lot of books. Well, I listen to audibles. I watch a lot of podcasts, a lot of courses that I buy online to learn stuff like that.
Hmm.
But like, ball pythons are not taking that much of my time. I chat with people all day about it, but I don't consider that work. I enjoy that.
See, it's funny because for the longest time I thought of it the same way too. I was always like, well, you know what, this is something I like. So when I'm messaging people about it or whatever, like it's not part of work. And part of me still thinks that way. But at the same time, someone kind of made me realize they're like, regardless of if you enjoy it or not, because if you didn't enjoy it, you wouldn't be doing this part of it anyway,
Hmm.
right? It's encompassing your entire life. Like you're basically, if you're always texting somebody about it, no matter what you're doing, like a piece of you is always doing that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? So it's, even if you're enjoying it, and it's good that everybody or whoever enjoys it does, even if you're enjoying it, it's still a huge part of your life.
hmm,
Even when you're not in
it
the
is.
steak room, even when you're not cleaning or feeding or whatever,
Yeah,
it's still taking up time.
yeah,
And if you love it, great, but it's still a part. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's it's tough. I mean, I don't know what I would talk about with some of my friends if I didn't talk ball pythons, but
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I mean, I don't really talk much to my older friends anymore, just because now it's like all ball pythons. But I think anything that you do in life, if you're gonna be very successful at it, or if that's gonna be a majority of your life, it's going to be a very big part of your life. You know what I mean? If, let's say you're a day trader, you're a really good day trader on the stock market, you're gonna, eat, live, shit, sleep day trading, the stock market. And same thing for snakes, or same thing for if you're a, if you're some sort of car review guy, you're gonna eat, sleep, shit, and repeat car stuff.
Yep.
And you're never going to be great at something if you haven't fully devoted yourself to it. And you can do other things. People have the misconception is like, oh well, now that's all I do in life. You are able to do many different things if you don't commit to like a single physical place that you have to go to like 5, 6, 7 days a week. If you don't commit to that, you can do a lot more with your life. Many different hobbies, or industries, or businesses, and different revenues and stuff like that.
All right. We got a question, and we'll probably start wrapping up here soon. We've been going almost an hour and a half. Do you guys use sensor push, and is it compatible to Husbandry Pro? Okay, so first and foremost, I don't know if Khalil uses Husbandry Pro. Um, Everybody seems to assume I know everything about this app because I am associated with Billy. I don't know fucking shit. I barely know how to use the thing. That's a Billy question. I unfortunately have no fucking idea, guys. I am so sorry. I don't use sensor pushes. I actually use the Govee um, thermometers that connect via Bluetooth and Wi-Fi instead of sensor push. So I can't answer this question. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, man. Me too. I don't use either of them, and I've been just kind of winging it.
All right. There's a good question from Elliot. When was the moment that you fell in love with the hobby?
Oh man, there's so many. Man, you know what was a big moment for me, and this wasn't even that long ago, was maybe a year and 6 months ago, is Tinley, October, the one that I saw you at.
Bro, that was my answer.
Yeah, it completely changed. Like, first of all, I mean, I went there and I was like straight chilling with Ozzy, and I've
Yeah,
known
you were telling me that you
I've
guys are
met.
hanging out.
Yeah, and I've met Justin before, so I knew Justin. I saw everybody, and then I met all the people that I've been talking to online, and then just chilling with Ozzy and seeing the people and the sales and the crowd and the friendships, and and then we had fun. Like, it wasn't just a show. Like, we went out after, we not for we
Mm-hmm.
went to a museum and that kind of stuff, and it gave me a good sense of belonging to a certain group, and it felt great, and it reassured me of the industry. Like, we slept at the hotel there, and like,
Mm-hmm.
the Holiday Inn attached to it, and just the amount of traffic the day before in the hallways, and we saw like everything being built, and like it's so massive. It's way more massive than I ever imagined, especially because the biggest show I've been to before that was um um CRBE, and CRBE, like, someone that came from the US said at CRBE said Mark Manick's table is like all the tables at our shows, like, because they do have, you go there, man, and there's some people that are not online and have some like sick tables, like Mark
Well,
Bailey.
it was funny because, like I said, my answer was going to be the same thing you said. But before that, my only understanding of like Tinley's and Arlington, all that kind of stuff, was just stuff I had heard secondhand. And the CRBE that was before that Tinley show, I believe, was the one that Justin and Miguel and Cusco and Barchek all came down to Billy's for.
Yeah, Aussie as well.
And Ozzy, yep. No, that was the crazy one where we had everybody. And I got a chance to talk to all those guys. Like, I was at Billy's the day before the CRB. Like, we were just hanging out, and I
Yeah,
thought it was the greatest thing ever. So I was like, okay, well, nothing's gonna touch this. This is super cool. You know what I mean? Like, this is the moment to be part of this hobby. And then I show up at fucking Tinley. Oh my fucking god! Like, legit, no lie, every table is like the
yeah,
best table at CRBE. Like,
yeah,
some of the stuff you see there, never been posted online, never been shown. Like it's just it was so wild, and then connecting with all these people that again I had talked to online, and even back then, like we weren't nearly as known then as now. And there were still people just walking up to us out of the blue, just like, "Oh, hey, you work for Billy." Like it was just cool, and it gave us this kind of sense of belonging. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
I kind of felt like before I was like, "Oh, okay, like I'm part of the hobby." Like no, I this was kind of like the initiate. Like no, you're part of it now. Like
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah. It's a good
And
feeling.
it was so cool.
Yeah.
And I remember how excited I was for the next show. And Will was talking about vending and all that kind of stuff because that was the first Tinley we had been to.
Yeah.
And I said to Nick, I was like, we're never, ever missing another Tinley show again, ever.
Yeah.
And then one
And
never happened.
yeah, it will
There
happen. Are
hasn't
you
been one
planning on
since.
going in June? Are you planning on going to that one?
If the borders ease up a little bit, I don't want to have to do any. I don't want to fight. I like if I can get across easy and there's no problems, absolutely, I'll fucking be there with bells
Yeah.
on. But if there's still all this bullshit going on, I don't know, man. I just
Yeah. I feel you.
unfortunately I drive a work truck too, so
Yeah.
get across the border for me is already a little bit more difficult
Yeah.
because I don't
You
have a
won't be
personal
able to
vehicle.
drive. Can you drive across yet? I think you can fly across. Drive
You
across,
can't drive.
you gotta have a work reason to go across, like a work. I mean, which is easily you can make that up easily, but um, it's it's on the way back, which is the biggest issue now because they put you in these
Yeah,
concentration camps for 2 weeks, and like I don't know, you'll get like butt raped in there. Like I don't really trust what's in there.
I just yeah. If we can come and go border wise
You'll go
by
to that
that
one.
point, I will go.
Yeah,
I'll do what I need to do to make myself feel safe about it. But as long as I can come and go through the border, I will feel um, okay enough to go because it's. I don't feel these shows are something that we can afford to miss. If that makes sense.
no, no, no. It's great for networking, for meeting new people, for seeing what's
Mm-hmm.
out there, getting ideas. Like, bro, some of the most successful people in the world are people that travel. Because you get to
Mm-hmm.
see what else is out there. You get to explore beyond this stupid TV and the screen. Like you get to see it all. It's completely different in person. You get your own perspective because when you see it through this, it's showing you its own perspective. But when you can go see it on your by yourself, you get to see it through your own vision, through your own eyes. It's really important. It's really really important not to continue like make that part of your company's marketing plan, which I'm assuming by your yes that's already in the books. Like
Yeah.
fuck
No,
it,
no, no. I
whatever.
totally
Yeah,
understand what you're saying. No, no, no. I agree with you. Like you have to essentially account for that as part of your expenses
yeah,
as
yeah,
a business because of how necessary it is to be a part of it.
yeah,
Almost like,
yeah,
and I totally agree with you because up until I went to that show, I was like, okay, Tinley's just this show everybody hypes up. It's okay, I'm sure. Like whatever. Because I always heard, oh, the fall one's great, the March one's meh. So I was like, whatever. Didn't think much of it. And then I fucking showed up and it fucking put me on my ass, man. Like
yeah,
I couldn't believe it. And I got to meet fucking Levance for the first time, which was fucking sweet. And I just,
yeah,
it was just cool seeing everybody, especially all the Canadian guys that went down there.
yeah.
Oh, it was such a good fucking weekend.
Yeah, it was. It really was. It was a blast. I can't wait to go back for sure. Yeah,
All
that
right,
was
guys,
half the fun.
we're gonna let this go till 8:30. So if anybody has any last minute questions, let's drop them now. Otherwise, we will
We'll end it.
we'll let
We'll
Khalil
cut it.
go and you know have the rest of his night. It's Friday night here, so
I have another hour of freedom, and then I get locked down inside my house.
oh really?
The curfew's at 9:30.
Oh shit.
Used to be at 8. They just changed it to 9:30 last week.
Well, that's good. At least they're trying to do something for you, I guess. Have you guys been under curfew this whole time?
It's been like 2 months now.
Oh wow.
It's at 8 now. It's been like a week and a half. It's been 9:30. I got my damn passport to go, and then it was canceled. Yeah.
Brando, what's up, buddy?
Is that Brandon
Oh,
Chrysler?
yes, sir, it is. That's funny that he's on here. That Blade Clown you sold me, Brandon. I just fucking ultrasounded her. She's finally gonna go for me this year. Fucking 3 years later. God damn. I picked up
Unreal.
I think she was like 1,000 grams when I got her, and they're just like hovered at 1,000 grams for like 2 years. Finally beefed up. So that's actually who the that leopard ODYB past a lesser het is in with right now.
Okay. Nice.
Fucking praying, man.
Yeah, man. I hope you get some nice visuals out of that. That'd be cool.
Oh, I've never been to Arlington, so I can't answer this. Have you been?
Arlington shows no, but Arlington you can expect freedom, a lot of junk food, really wide roads, a lot of trucks, cheap gas, and really trashy WalMarts. But I love
That's
Texas,
really
man.
funny.
Arlington is where I'm from, so it's home to
I've
me.
never ever been to Texas. I would love to go to an Arlington show. I've
Just
heard they're fun as all fuck.
your land and just freedom. Like you smell freedom. You're like, oh fuck, I'm so free here.
That's fucking funny. No, honestly, I think it was the Arlington that happened right after that Tinley show. The next one.
Mm-hmm. It was 4. It was in September.
Oh, was it before?
Yeah, September, and then October, and then there was the show after the March one was canceled, and then this last September one, everyone went to it.
Maybe it was before. That's right, because I was literally considering just not showing up to work and hopping on a plane.
Yeah,
And
that
going
was the
down
bull
and
riding
hoping for the
one
best. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that was that one.
before September.
Yeah. Okay. So that was before. Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
I want to go. I want to go to fucking Arlington really bad just to check it out because people say like, hey, if you like Tinley, Arlington's a whole different feel, but it's something too. So
it's a party. I can't wait to go. Like, especially that it's like now that like it's my old home, and now I have those snakes. It's like it's gonna be heaven for me. I can't wait to do a show down there.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Do you ever have any plans to try to vend any of those shows? Because I know it's quite the headache to.
Yeah, it's good. It's. I'm not saying no to it. I'm just focused. Like my goal is to. Yeah, I guess eventually I'd like to vend out there. Yeah, I know it's complicated, but I think eventually I have to get to that level of snake quality to go down there. First off, the second thing is like I'll be honest with you, and this is not flexing. Shit doesn't stay. Like you know what I mean? Like a lot of my stuff sells before it makes it to even Morph Market. So I don't know how we would make it to a show. And it's hard to say no to people. I don't want to sell to you because I want to be at a show. Like no, I'm gonna fucking sell it now. So
it's actually funny that you say that because 2021 was supposed to be our first shows. Like we've made a lot before this year, but or before no 2020. Sorry, 2020 was supposed to be our first shows, and we had made a lot before that, but nothing crazy. It was the odd clutch here and there. So we never really had the stock to do shows. And then in 2020, all of a sudden, everything just started clicking, and that's when we really started producing. And at first I was kicking myself going, fuck, like this was the year we were supposed to be doing these expos and, all of a sudden we have all these animals and we can't do the expos. And then it turned out we couldn't keep the animals here long enough to have stock for expos anyway. Like
never.
Anything
It's
I wanted
nuts.
to sell would just be gone. It was wild.
Yeah. It's hard to go to a show. Last year I did like 2 here in Toronto, not the CRB, just regular ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't have enough, and I want like 514 Reptiles image to be like I don't want to be dealing with the $100 and $200 like level. I want to be at least like everything at the table will be at least like 1,000 or 1,500 and more. Not because of the money wise, the value wise, but I'm just comparing the amount, the quality, or the the depth of the projects. That's the only reason why I'm comparing those two. And that sells really, really fast. So showing up to a table and having a bunch of like lessers and pinstripes, stuff like that. I kind of had some, but it's not exactly what I want to do. I want to have like a table like Mark Mandic, like just fucking bangers, like, crazy shit. Like that's kind of the table that I want to project at shows for my brand.
Yeah, and the other part about what you're saying too is like that isn't who you want to show off as you, right? Like you want to bring those animals to be like this is what I make. This is what I do.
Exactly.
You don't want to bring the stuff that sort of comes afterwards that you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I got this too. You don't
Right.
want to show that off. You want to show the cool shit off, and the cool shit, unfortunately, is what flies.
Yeah.
It's what's
Yeah.
gone immediately. So
Yeah, bro. Or the NFS stuff, but the NFS stuff is kind of like, do I want to stress this animal, take it to a show, come back, quarantine it again, spray it down with a mite spray, put it back in its stub? Like, you're adding so much risk factor when you're doing that, and like
hope it
maybe
starts
them,
eating.
exactly. So
Yeah,
that's also another stressful, like, kind of situation.
yeah.
But they're hardy animals. They're not that bad, but it's an added stress. Like Will lost 2 years ago at TRB, like lost a snake. Like it's like fuck. It's
What?
like
I didn't even hear about that.
yeah, he had like lost like this, like some sort of like I think it was a head puzzle or something. He just lost her at the show. He made me go back. Like he was already gone. Like, and he's like, "Yo, can you back to my hotel room?" And I had to like go back into the hotel and like fake that I'm him. And then they brought me back into the room, and I like searched the room, and it wasn't there. And he didn't find it at the show. So obviously, someone either lost it or someone grabbed it at the show. But
I've seen Billy be robbed a couple times actually too.
yeah,
It
yeah, it happens,
unfortunately
bro.
happens a lot more than people think.
Yeah, it's easy. So many people to talk to and no alarms, and you just kind of
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it is what it is. But hopefully we can do a bunch of shows.
Yeah, man, I'm praying shows start happening. I don't care if they have to, you know, I don't care what they have to do to make them happen. I just want them to happen.
Yeah,
I
me
know
too.
before they were talking about doing like time tickets where you like buy a ticket for like a block of time and there's only a set amount of tickets for that block and there's maybe like 3 blocks for the day, like a 2.5 hours each. And honestly, even if we could do that, I'd be fucking thrilled. Like
Yeah,
I'd get a table just to be there, just to see the fucking people that I haven't seen in
yeah,
over a fucking year at this point.
for sure.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah,
But
bro.
yeah, man, we just broke an hour and a half. It seems like the questions have fucking Brando decided to switch to his actual name. Yeah, we've gone over an hour and a half, so I say we end this now. If there's anything you want to say, feel free to say it. I have a little blurb to do after you're gone. So yeah, if there's anything
Yeah,
you want,
man.
the floor is yours.
Oh, I'm good. Thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for having me on, man. It was awesome.
Cool, man. Well, I do want to do another show with you, June and Will, because honestly, that was my best performing show, and it was so fucking fun. So, probably in a couple months, I'm gonna start messaging you guys to hopefully set that up again. But
Yeah, for sure.
you know what, man? Thanks a bunch. Really appreciate you coming on. Apparently, there's a bunch of shit that I didn't know about you that's super fucking cool. So,
Yeah.
thanks for sharing, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
Have a
Well,
good night,
have a good
bro.
night, dude, and make use of your last hour of not curfew.
Freedom. All right, man. Thanks, bro. Have a good night, everybody.
See
Bye,
you
guys.
later. All right, guys. That was super fucking cool. Unfortunately, I haven't had too much of an opportunity to speak to Khalil at length, but yeah, there's a ton of information there. Unfortunately, I've been playing around with this audio stuff that I've just got set up here. So if anybody has any feedback for me, I would really appreciate it. If there's anything you think I could change or anything that anything at all. If there's some reverb or anything like that, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram. Just let me know. I really need to fuck around with this and tweak it a lot. I know that. So if you guys could help me out with that, I would really appreciate it. Other than that, I shouldn't say we are only like 32 people away from our 500 subscriber goal for March. If you guys can help in any way, throw up a share on Instagram or your Facebook or whatever. If you can do that and then just snap me a screenshot and send it to me via Instagram, I will give you an additional 3 entries into the 500 subscriber giveaway, which is for grand prize is a personalized Reptile Ward zip up hoodie. And then I have two more swag packs, which are going to be your choice of two items from our store. And if one of those items are a t-shirt or something else that I have the option to customize, I will customize that as well. So thanks, guys. You will rock. Brandon, shut up. I'll sub to you. Just send me your link. But seriously, guys, we really appreciate it as always. Thanks for hanging out tonight. And yeah, I will be announcing our next week's guest probably either tomorrow or Sunday. It's actually more than likely, as long as I get the confirmation, somebody not in the ball python industry. So I think it'll be very, very cool. Something very different. And well, they're also involved in ball pythons, so it's not completely out of the industry, but they actually work more so in a different exotics hobby. So I just think it'll be a nice change. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. Another Friday night in the books. Go do something fun because I'm gonna go get drunk. See you guys.